All right, welcome to episode 9 of Rock Talk with the Silver Fox. Today I'm going to be talking with some guys that we were actually just talking to each other, that we've known each other over 20 years, and in mine and Steve's case, probably over 25 years. I'm going to be talking to the guys from Pump 5 in good old California. Lucky bastards, I had to fly home the other day, and I'm sitting here in freezing ass Wisconsin at -4. So how you guys doing? I mean, other than, that shitty game on Sunday.
Hey, you know what? It was a shitty game, but let's be honest, bro. We made it to back-to-back Super Bowls. Can't really complain about making it to Super Bowl. Could complain about the game plan, but hey, we won't get into that. And no, it's not -4 here.
No, I know. My wife is still out in California right now. I get a daily weather report.
Yeah, it was hell. I think it's even almost 50 degrees and it's dark.
I just went outside and it was -4. So, like I said, these are the guys from Pump 5, and I go way back with you guys. And honestly, when I first met Steve and I met through a mutual friend that put us each into a sign business. We worked on graphics and stuff. And I had no idea you were in a band. None. And then the band you're currently in was under a different name at the time, Face. And they were like, hey, let's go check out Steve. And I went out there and I was like, holy fuck, these guys are good. I mean, well, Steve, let's admit it. We did some partying and shit. It never came up.
I even smoked cigarettes back then, dude.
I'm almost done.
Didn't good. Yeah, it's been 14 years for me.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. And then Drew, I met you through Steve, obviously. And
poker nights.
What's that? Poker nights. Absolutely. Poker and Cali.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Pre-COVID years. What the fuck? So you guys have been at this for a long time. I mean, basically Steve, Drew, and then Andre, you three have been doing this. What's that?
Yeah, the three of us
Since 2000.
Yeah.
99.
And me and you, 96.
Yeah.
Me and him, 96. Me, him, and Andre, 2000.
Yeah. So over 20 years, this configuration. Yes, you've shuffled in guitar players here or there.
Yes, we have.
But how do you think it's changed in that time?
Well, that's funny. The music business is completely different. California was the place to be. Kind of like, when you loaded up the truck and you moved to Beverly. Well, yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. So, California is like, nobody wants to play here because it's jaded. Northern California and Central California now are totally different. And people don't understand when I say California, I mean Southern California, because there's 3 countries here. There's Northern California, Central California, and Southern California, 3 separate countries. And Southern California, man, is not friendly at all to music. Where it's supposed to be, why we came here, why I came here. He was born here, but
I'm from
but yeah, man.
So for that, Drew.
Yeah, so where you're at and like the Midwest, and that's where our following is. It really is, and it's why we tour. That's why we became a touring band.
I've heard that many times. And unfortunately, I was in California last year. You actually came to my hometown, and I missed the show. I remember, yeah, I'm coming to Wisconsin. You ever heard of the Back Bar? Yeah, I live 6 minutes away from it. I worked there.
Great show too, dude. Great fucking joint, man.
Yeah, I worked there like 6 years, bartending and everything there. But I've heard that a lot of people say that is, you want to be in the Midwest, even to go down south. And the California scene, I try to explain to people, and once again, Southern California.
Yeah.
It's kind of dead, and it's sad. I mean, you got some of the most historic venues around, period.
Dude, you know what? It got hoard out. And what I mean by that is people come here thinking exactly that. Oh, I want to play the whiskey. Well, the whiskey, sure. You got $700, you come play the whiskey. You know what I mean? And dude, cover tunes, when I got here, I remember this they would charge you for playing other people's music. They only wanted original music in California. And that's gone. It's like, you don't play covers. You know what I mean? It's like, what? You know, I don't know. It's just not the same. To answer your original question, in the last 40 years, this is a completely different place. Wouldn't you say, Katie boy?
It's definitely land of the tribute band.
Oh, yeah. Land of the tribute band.
There's a lot of tribute bands, and they're doing okay, I guess.
Oh, dude, yeah, they make what, $5,000 a show, $3,000 a show, 2,000. Yeah, man, they pack it out. Dude, I think the Queen tribute band that's based out of California, they're doing, 100,000 per guy a year clear.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's big money. It's not a little, and they do festivals, full tours, full buses.
Wow.
I'm sorry, man, I'm lost. I'm like, so you get to rip off other people's blood, sweat, and fucking tears and go make fucking hand over fist money. And when you come off stage, what do they call you? That's what I want to fucking know. If you're Freddie Mercury when you're on stage, and you're not Freddie Mercury, clearly, when you come off fucking stage, do they go, hey, Freddie, come here? Because you ain't motherfucking Freddie. Are you fucking acting when you're off stage? You're in a tribute band when you're on stage. I just want to fucking know.
I'm just flashing back to poker games right now. This is how our conversations go in poker all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I maybe have mellowed a bit, but
I agree with you.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, I guess.
I mean, there's actually kind of a push out this way where we're seeing a lot of established bands adding like one member and playing like 3 or 4 shows a year doing the tribute thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a big thing, man. I would honestly rather see tribute than cover bands, to be honest. But I mean, do whatever, I'm over it. It's like, I'll stay in my fucking lane, writing songs. We'll fucking stay here and enjoy what we do. And if you think you're going to get motherfucking rich being in a goddamn original band, you better fucking smoke dope and go back to your gas station job, because motherfucker, you're broke. Oh, that's right. Did you say not to cuss, right?
No, it's fine. You're good.
It'd be like this.
Yeah. Dude, we had a hard time getting signed on here. You think I can figure out how to put beeps in here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I just clicked the explicit button. There you go. You've been warned.
How do we turn this thing on?
Yeah.
So you guys, you told me right before we started, you guys are recording right now.
Mm-hmm.
When are we looking for a release?
I'm thinking hopefully May. That's the goal. I think it's going to be ready before that, but I'm hearing that because of the coronavirus, we like to release on vinyl. Obviously, digital is easy to do. The digital will be ready to release, but we'd like to try to do vinyl at the same time. But I heard it's backed up to maybe up to a year because they shut down and now they're back ordered. Now, I don't know.
I might know somebody for you on that, because a band I had on here earlier episode, they released their new album on vinyl first also.
Yeah, we release all our records on vinyl. You know what I mean? You see right there, you can see, oh, fucking that guy's cool. I think I pointed at you. Sorry, I meant this guy. I'm kidding. But yeah, vinyl, I mean, we still do discs too. I want to do cassette. Cassette's a big thing in punk rock right now. And
what would you consider you guys?
Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. That's what it's always been.
Right.
It's gone through so many phases. I think it was alternative rock, pop rock, punk pop rock, but it's just rock.
It's rock, yeah.
It's just rock, isn't it?
I mean, you could say it's a bit of everything, but
right. Well, it is a bit of everything.
It's all rock based, so
original rock. And then, they call us Southern California style rock, but we use that moniker on the last one. I think we're going to get away from that. It's just an American rock. It's what it is. So
kick ass rock.
I would say, you know, you guys have that. I hate to put the word pop in front of anything you guys do, but
No, it
you've
doesn't
got
bother me at all. I'm a fan of pop.
you guys kind of are that pop punk, like a
Sure.
Blink 182 or something,
Mm.
something like that. In that vein, you're not like them, but
Yeah,
in
but
that
we were
vein.
there long before those guys. You got to remember that. You got to remember how old we are.
They're a
Dude,
producer for a while.
we were there for all, you know, Travis is a fan of us. So it's
That's
true.
not a bad fan to have.
No, no, man. No, it's cool. You know, but super talented band. Blink, I love Blink, by the way, but you know, they're, you know, hell, we've been around fucking longer than they were fucking around. You know what I mean? It's whatever though. You know, at the end of the day, you can call us whatever you want, as long as you call us, and that's a fact. That's all that matters. You know, when we go out and play live, people buy the record, people buy the t-shirt, they fucking hit us back. And I think we took a long time figuring out where we fit in. Don't you think, Drew?
Yeah.
I mean, it really did take us a long time to figure out where we fit in.
We thought,
we thought we were a California band, so we wanted to fucking make California, you know. But dude, the reality was that's
We wasted a lot of time playing here,
and it's a complete waste of time.
not.
Yeah.
going out and touring elsewhere.
Yeah. And touring very little. And now that's all we do. I mean, well, obviously no one's touring in coronavirus, but you know,
we're setting up some tours right now. The band I manage, they're just short little runs, you know, 3-4 days. But you know, we live in the Midwest, so
right.
I can cover Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, Iowa, Indiana, Michigan. I can cover all those.
We need to talk because I got a call from a band out of Chicago that's going to go out, wants to go out and do some shows with us. A band that's being rejoined together, the Jailheads. So they're out of Chicago, and Frankie lives in Detroit right now. So we're going to do that area. So hey,
you know, dude, you know how that works. It's always good. Scissor never hurts anybody.
That's right. If no one's watching, huh?
I don't care if they watch. I'm not shy.
I got something to say, but I'm not going to say.
Oh yeah, let's leave that one out.
Yeah, all right, all right. Even I have a filter. Now you know I'm getting old. I'm fucking. I got a filter.
Oh yeah. I looked at you. You know, I look at everybody. I follow you guys. Obviously, I got you guys on my Spotify lists and everything else. And I love being like, I've got a seasonal campsite, right? And I work at a campground in the summer, 6 months a year, like 5 days a week. I'm out there. So I'll have my music playing and you guys will pop up. I got people like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, dude, these are the guys I keep telling you about. And it's really hard to get out there and get your name out there without touring or getting any sort of radio play. Are you guys pushing anything like on Sirius or anything like that?
Yeah, well, you know, at the end of the day, dude, we've gone through a series of managers and record companies. And I'm going to use quotations, okay? Because, hey, they call themselves, but dude, at the end of the day, dude, I think that we've wasted a lot of time thinking that was the angle. Record companies are, I mean, I guess there are record companies that would push, but we haven't found them. So the answer to your question, you do need some help. I think the last year we were in a province in Canada. I think our record was thirdone for like 17 days, the album.
Wow.
So, I mean, I could tell you little tidbits like that.
But that's what you need though, dude, is you go ahead and you build on that Canadian area and make it bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the things that shocked me last year, maybe the year before, I was out in Cali and the owner of the back bar from Janesville, that venue we were talking about,
right, that we played,
has a place in Palm Springs. So he calls me up and says, hey, Gary, you want to go to the whiskey? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And he goes, Boba Flex is playing. You know my buddy Brian out there. Called up Brian and said, hey, you want to go to the whiskey tonight? And he goes, yeah, you're in town. I'm going. Told his wife and everything. Fuck it, I'm going. See you when I get there. I'll get home. And he goes, who are we going to see? And he said, Boba Flex. And I'm like, he's like, who's that? And I'm like, are you serious? Because out here, they're played everywhere. I mean, everywhere. On all the radio stations, they're covered everywhere. And
Regional.
You can call it regional, but they make enough in our region to tour nationwide.
Dude, do they need an opening act?
They're probably, there might be a buy on. I don't know.
Hey, and you know what? Here's the other thing. You know, people have problem with buy-ons. I fucking don't. If they're right band, I do not. If they could put you in front of 300 people a night that you've never been in a town, you fucking ain't right. If you're good, you could steal them motherfuckers, and that's what we do. Straight up. So everybody has a different opinion about buy-on. And, you know, I think Drew, I don't know. I guess you kind of came around. I think Drew was one that was like, oh, no, we don't need to do that. We did that for years. Nah, we don't need to do that. We did. You know what got us? Nah, it got us nowhere.
You got to get with the right band. I'm guessing you're right.
You know, good has nothing to do with this business.
Draw.
That's it. You
That's
could
everything.
fucking suck, but if you got 1 million followers,
Yeah, I wish I could argue with you, because I know we have a band that's not too far away from us. These fuckers draw like nobody's business, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And good on them. I mean, I like the guys. The guys are awesome. Now, I mean, they're very big on their social media. They're very big on. They will deliver tickets to your house. You know, they live in a bigger city. They live in a bigger city, so they can do that. And I mean, I'm not going to give up too much on them because they're going through.
Oh, they already know you're talking about them, just for the record. I was about to say, Gary, they know you're talking about it, bro.
They don't really care right now, because I'll tell you off camera why they don't care. But you're, like I said, I've known you for a long time, and last couple days, 3 days, I just kind of put your guys' YouTube channel on and getting reacquainted with all of your music, not just, Flowers and stuff like that I have on mine. And one thing that struck me when I was listening, did the song Green used to be called Tangerine?
No,
Tell them, Kates.
2 separate songs.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it? What's Tangerine? What key is that? D. That it?
It's a long time ago.
There you
Yeah,
are.
thank you, Dave.
And Green's
Green is in D.
and Green is in D.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, they're separate songs. I had to make sure. But yeah, Tangerine's an A, and I want to redo Tangerine. And no, they're different songs.
Some songs though have been repurposed and turned into other things
And maybe that's what he might be.
from way back,
Like that?
but not Tangerine. Tangerine's never been
Repurposed.
repurposed.
Because I remember my kids when they had the Face CD.
Yeah.
My kids wore out 3 or 4 of those.
Oh yeah.
They wore them out.
We
And-
were on a preschool fucking
The daycare tour.
We were on a daycare tour. I shit you not, bro. We did one, right?
Yeah.
And it went over great. They set up the fucking jumpy house and the stage for Face.
But the single moms loved it.
Single mom. Okay, bro. Dude. So the kids would be jumping, we'd play Tangerine, and dude, it was like pandemonium. And they're like, hey, you guys want to do another one? And we're looking at each other. Did we find our niche? I swear to God, dude, I think we ended up doing like 3, right? 2 or 3. But it was like, okay, so we played the old folks, which we have, and then we played the fucking preschoolers.
We've played at a funeral.
We played at a funeral. We played at a junior high school and a high school. Remember, we
Yeah.
played at your
And in a semi-pro football game.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
right, bro.
Did the halftime show.
We were the band for that. Too
I
bad
remember
it's
calling
cold.
you guys the day of.
Yeah.
Like, you guys want to come play at this?
It folded on week 2.
Yeah. Week 3.
Week 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to do a couple of those. Dude, we've done, what do you want to know? We played at arenas, we played fucking on the street. I don't know, what haven't we done? We played in diapers, we played without diapers. I mean, come on.
Without diapers.
I think our favorite is the crash and jams. You just show up somewhere with all your gear,
Walk in.
start moving shit in,
The
set up
bartenders,
and play.
the bartenders are going, what the fuck are you guys doing? I go, we're playing tonight. They're like, there's no band tonight. I go, yeah, we're playing. You
Oh, yeah,
sure about
there
that?
is.
And I confuse them for 15 minutes because we could set up in 15 minutes. While I'm confusing them, the PAs get set up. And then right before I go, I think you better call the owner. And while they call the owner, we hit, wow.
That is classic.
Crash and jam. We did it for probably a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. And then the owners would go, what do you mean there's a band there? Are they asking for money? No, they just want beer. Give them beer.
Wow. Crash and jam.
Yes, sir. True story, man. We did it for, I want to say longer than a year, but I know for sure it was like a year.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'd go play one joint early show. And we're like, well, what does one to do? Well, hell, let's go crash and jam somewhere. And we'd pick a place to go crash and jam. They would be trying to stop us. We're loading in, the security. And I'd hold security back while they loaded in. Before they could even figure out what was happening, we were doing check 1, 2.
That is awesome.
True story.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Some of your songs though, you wrote from your personal life, like Lovey Moran, for example, or at least you told me that once upon a time.
That was actually about TJ's.
Yeah.
That was about TJ's growing up. He's the one that lived next door to Lovey Moran. He told me the story and I went in the other room, wrote it, came back. But yeah, that's actually about TJ's childhood. It's a great story, man. And that's another one I tried to get the producer to look at for this record. Then we're bringing back some of the songs that got lost, that only you and your kids and a few people even know about. And now when you try to play them, sonically, they don't match up. You can't put them on the radio. You can't do anything. They just sonically, level-wise, they're just not any good. Performance-wise, they're fucking great. But sonic level, you can't. I can't pitch them. I can't sell them. I can't use them we can't use them for any television or anything like that.
Because you use from the old Face album, for example, you could reintroduce that as a new song.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what we're doing right now. Well, I won't tell you all the songs we're doing, but we're doing 3 or 4 right now. And maybe we might even get up to 5.
That'd be awesome if Tangerine was one.
No, it's already been turned down, but I want it, dare you are, I want to do it. Dare you are, why did you? No, I don't know.
My Chantal and Chelsea would lose their shit.
Yeah. No, I love it, but it probably never will make it. But you never know, man. You never know. But
dude, you saw the Super Bowl halftime show, okay?
Oh my
Somehow that guy made it.
No, he's a billionaire, yo. And dude, during the week, not just the weekend.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I wasn't a
We're
fan.
gonna do it, or I was gonna do it. So I was like, fuck you, I get to do it. Just throwing it out there.
I wasn't a fan of it, but
No.
I got very dizzy inside that house. I'm old. I was like, would you quit spinning around? And why do they have jock straps on their face?
I don't know. I didn't even see it.
I didn't either.
I came on. I was like, no, it's shit time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Grabbed a jack mag and he went off. You know what I'm saying?
Playgirl it is, huh?
Like,
Drop a deuce.
drop a deuce and fucking.
Don't say you've never done it.
He was
Don't
multitasking.
say you've never done it.
You know which one's farting,
Depends on the lotion.
Oh, you better put a double explicit on this one. Oh, for the love of Jesus and Christ and everybody nearby.
Right. Who's shooting you guys' videos? Do you guys shoot those yourselves or?
What?
Well, we use
We
Chris,
Chris Swanger does some, TJ Ayers does some.
TJ, yeah.
Both of them have always done kind of our videos, and then we do our own. We shoot a lot of our own doc stuff. Dennis Hill, which is producing our record, he is
I was wondering if you're still with him.
Yep, and he's an executive producer in reality television. He does all kinds of stuff. But so he throws ideas out all the time, and he's like, "Hey, man, we should do this, this, and this." So I think we're gonna have a good 15-minute like Rocky doc with the video to close it out in May. I think it's gonna be pretty cool because we're gonna have 30 hours of footage. It might even be a little longer than 15 minutes, but I doubt it. Because I mean, we want 15 good minutes. And it's TJ Ayers, Chris Swanger are the two that shoot our videos. Yep. And always have. And we kind of have the same crew, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, man, we're loyal. We're loyal. We've got like a little clique and we've kind of stuck together and it's gotten progressively better year after year, dude. And to be honest, I think it's as good as it's ever been. This record, this
Gotta be
shit,
good if it's gonna beat the other two.
that's what I said. And it is so far. I mean, it's very early stages.
But I won't lie, then I'm excited about it. I mean,
You really
I've
should.
been trying to talk to you for 2 years now when I come out to Cali, like, hey, let's hook up. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, okay. Are you
Oh,
free?
dude.
3 or 4 days later, no, I can't do it. I'm like, what? Okay.
And then I call you for a month and you don't answer.
That's happened to
Did you get mad at me?
Can't get mad at you guys, man. I mean,
Right. I know you're not. It's just
if I got mad at you, who would I play poker with when I come to Cali? I mean,
right.
come on now. Have you had any games lately or not?
Well, it's been a while.
We had one at Seth's, right?
Yeah.
When was that?
But even that was shit.
No, you really, when you
4 months
left,
ago.
it kind of left with you. We did it. We did one, I don't know, 6 months ago, something like that.
About 4.
4 months ago. It was before the coronavirus, right? Oh, no, it
No,
was during the
it was during.
coronavirus. That's right. And we went over there and played poker and it was fun. It was fun. Wasn't like the old days where, we had a Wednesday, a Friday, and a Sunday.
Yeah, that's how it was. And it worked. When I look at your guys' videos and listen to your music and your Spotify, how are you getting those numbers? I mean, you guys got some pretty good numbers on that shit.
You want to tell him the truth?
Fine.
No, Drew's a whore.
I do that.
Okay, well, that's how we get the numbers.
I can't sell that many CDs on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Man,
Pretty dude. I won't lie. He's a pretty dude, but not that many
you
CDs.
sure are a pretty dude.
Got pretty mouth.
You got a pretty mouth, pretty
Pretty
dude.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck. You know what, man? That's hand-to-hand combat. That's exactly what that is. That's hand-to-hand combat. You go out on the road, you meet 400 people, and we have every time we meet, if we play in front of 2,000 people on the tour, on a 3-week tour, we have 2,000 new fans. I swear, Kates, and do they all go watch the videos? They all go, I'd say 30% buy merch, 40% by merch. It's been, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what we should have been a touring band years. I mean, we've been touring for years. Don't get me wrong. The last 5 years, but hard, strictly touring band. We don't give a shit about playing out here at all. At all. So yeah, man, that's how it's hand-to-hand combat. It's one-on-one. How you doing? Check this out. You like it? Yeah. Hey, man, do me a favor. Just tell a couple people, you know what I mean? And then it becomes that commercial.
Back to this channel.
Right? That's a fact.
By the way, if people who are listening on Spotify, go to Rock Talk with the Silver Fox and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate it.
I'm in it. I'm going to be on it. Rock Talk with the Silver. You want me to do a fucking, hey, you're listening to Rock Talk with the Silver Fox.
There you go. Got my promo. Don't think I won't cut it.
You fucking should too. Hold it. Cut it. You don't even know how to turn the motherfucker on. How the fuck are you going to cut it?
Yeah, I got kids.
Oh, I got kids.
They're not kids anymore.
My daughter's in the other room, and I swear, dude. I go, hey, how can I make an Instagram video go on, a 2 or 3 minute video? Well, she showed me. I was like, fuck, that's how you do it. No wonder I never figured it out. Because to do a 2 or 3 minute video, you got to go through an aftermarket fucking app. And I'm like, no shit. No wonder I couldn't figure it out.
They did that for me. Well, my youngest lives in LA.
No.
Chelsea lives in LA.
Really?
Yeah.
Chelsea the singer.
No, Chantal's the singer.
Chantal's the singer. Yeah.
And she's got a band. She's got a band out here. They do some fun stuff. But my youngest one, the real little one that used to come out, little blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's all grown up. Gonna be like, she's 25, living in LA.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Where did fucking time go, man?
Yeah, I asked myself that many times. Problem is, I usually wake up on the floor doing that. Like, what the fuck?
You look in the mirror and go, where'd time go? Well, there's father time.
Yeah. Okay. Got me there. Now, this stupid thing, I've never been able to grow a beard in my life. Never. Ever. I've tried. You can ask Debbie. I tried over 50 years. Couldn't do it. And then last November, not this past one, the one before, we have no shave November out here in the Midwest because everybody deer hunts, right? The guys in the band always made fun of me because I couldn't grow a beard. So they all started growing beards. And this thing, I went on Christmas Day, I went to trim it up and went down here. So the goatee's just been going now for a little over a year.
Well, that's considered a beard.
Yeah, I think so. And
Yeah.
Debbie's like, hey, when are you going to shave that thing? And I'm like,
Never.
It took me 50 years to grow it, hon. Okay. Never.
like she basically told me, she goes, I know you're kind of attached to it and it's kind of a new thing for you. So, but she sent me a picture the other day with no beard. She goes, oh, that's what your face looks like. But
yeah, I did the devil goatee for a while. And when I shaved, it was weird looking at yourself. Get used to seeing an image. Then again, I look in the mirror and go, who's the old dude?
well, problem is, you don't have any thinning hair spots.
No, I'm good there. Yeah, I got lucky there. That's for damn sure. I got lucky there.
I'm not bald or anything, but it gets a little thin up here. So,
Well, yeah, you better keep your hat on that. You're gonna get cold.
oh yeah, absolutely. Dude, I knew this was going to be fun. I have no idea where exactly the direction it was going to go, and I'm perfectly fine with that. You do a lot of touring. Do you guys do a lot of headlining, or do you guys do a lot of opening?
Oh, Katie.
Mostly all opening.
We did one tour last year
Yeah,
that
we
we
did.
that we headlined with the guitar player kid, Diego.
That was 2019.
Year before.
Yeah.
Year before.
We don't count 2020. It just sucked.
Yeah,
We went out in 2020.
We went out.
We toured right before coronavirus, dude. We were
January.
we were
4th.
playing. That's why you were here last year, and we were in your joint
Right.
on January
We finished up
on the 1st,
the
at
day-
his
the
joint.
day of the Super Bowl or
day before.
day before.
February 1st, last year we closed out in Wisconsin at the
Back bar in Janesville.
Yep.
Which, Bob, you need to sponsor this show. We've just
Come
said
on,
your
Bob.
name, like Bob.
Yeah.
We've just
Oh, don't
said
worry,
it-
Bob.
Just said your name 6 times. So
Back bar, Bob, back bar, Bob.
yeah, because I know you guys went out with, was it Chips Enough a couple times?
Enough's enough. Yeah.
Enough's Enough.
Yep. And Bullet Boys.
That was big. How was that?
It was That was had some bigger shows. Yeah, had some bigger shows. So there's, it was good. It was good. It was good.
Like,
And then
remember,
we were on a record label. And then we did some shows with EMN and did some touring on our own and play, wherever we can, kind of thing. That was the last few years. But yeah, we did a few tours with Enough's Enough.
well, I know it was either Bullet Boys or Enough's Enough. I was watching Facebook, and you were showing like the backstage and not going out onto a huge room. I don't even know where it was. It might have been Kansas City.
No, it was Indiana. I think I know. I think it was Indiana. I think that was Indiana.
What was the name of the place? Do you remember?
Nope. It was in Indianapolis.
Emerson Theater?
I don't know, to be honest, brother. I don't.
I just asking because I kind of got an in there that we're gonna probably play there, and I'm kind of wondering.
It's like it was like a House of Blues size. It was fairly the bigger size House of Blues. I would say 3,000.
Wow.
So it was pretty big, and it wasn't full that night, but there was good crowd. Good crowd, yeah.
One of those places that holds 3,000. If you put 500 in it feels a little empty.
Yeah. Where was that outdoor venue we played? That fucking gigantic place. Do you remember that? It was like, I want to say it was up in Wisconsin. There's a door, somebody at my door.
Hey, Drew, what up?
Well, oh, thank you. I didn't know.
Trying to remember where he's talking about. I'm not sure.
What time of year was it? Do you know?
It was spring.
Oh, we got pizza.
Delivery.
Thank you. You weren't supposed to knock, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. You lived. My daughter ordered a pizza. Thought it was for me.
I'm trying to think where was it a big place, but was it empty or not?
Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't a lot of people. It was fucking huge. You remember the big stage, the outdoor venue? We pulled up in the back. We had to go all the way around the entire venue and come in the back. Probably the biggest stage on the Enough's Enough tour on that leg. What happened?
Like Rockfest or something?
I jumped off the stage and couldn't get back up. Remember, it was like 5 foot, and I fucking jumped into the pit and I couldn't get back up. Something else happened. Did you smoke your amp on that one? So he smoked 2 fucking amps on tour.
It wasn't the amp though.
It wasn't. We
never the
thought
amp.
it was. It was the cabinet smoking the whole
It
time.
was a speaker.
He burnt the.
The coil.
You don't remember that,
the
Drew? You got a good memory.
Not
Anyway.
anymore. I don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're
My
right.
memory sucks ass now.
So, yeah, so the venues mainly were clubs, that we do. We get to do, hell, we did Illinois. We did a fucking theater in Illinois. Remember that? There's got a standing ovation.
Yeah,
That was badass.
It started with an E.
Yeah. Edwin's fucking killer
city?
in Illinois.
That's the state.
Yeah, it was by that one place.
I think the name of the city was the name of the theater too, wasn't
It was
it?
by that one place.
Yeah, it was there. It was over there.
It's over there by that one
You did
place.
that the other day, right?
Yeah, pretty cool joint. But you know what?
With what's their faces?
Yeah. Oh, dude, we played with some great bands in Colorado too.
Edwardsville, or
And maybe
something like that.
Edwardsville, Illinois, maybe. That might sound right.
I don't
We
know.
did some good shows in
Edwards.
in Colorado, dude. Always good shows in Colorado. I don't know why. A couple good
Good area.
bands. The Blackouts, this all chick band, Colorado. Fucking
Yeah.
killer, dude. Killer band.
Yeah.
You meet cool bands. And a lot of Chicago. We do really well in Chicago as well.
Yeah, we play down there like the West Chicago Social Club, Looney Bin, stuff like that.
We played at the Social Club, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never played the Looney Bin.
Yeah.
We played Social Club and another joint.
Been in the Looney Bin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
headed to the Looney Bin.
When I was back in Cali a couple weeks ago, we had drive by Patton. And my wife's like, "Hey, Betty Page stayed there." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, she did. Thanks for ruining that fantasy."
I think she died there, right?
No. She didn't die there, but she spent a good couple years there.
Yeah.
No, she came out. Remember, she was in like showed up to like all the Playboy things later in her life.
I
With
don't.
Hugh Hefner.
Then again, I
Huge-
can't tell you what.
Huge Betty Page fan.
That's all right. I can't, I'm a Randy Rhoads fan. Is there anything
Did you happen to see my picture on Facebook?
at the,
Yeah, I saw that.
at the memorial over there?
It is as mausoleum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't resist. I was like, I've been every time I go out there, I keep remembering Randy Rhoads is right over there from, I mean, literally 15 minutes from the house I stay at. We
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay in East Highland right there.
Uh-huh.
And everybody's at work. I wasn't working. I jumped in the truck and I just drove. Oh, I picked up Debbie for lunch and she went with me. She was like, I got to see what you're so hyped up about. And I'm like, that's Randy Rhoads. You know, he was kind of good, you know,
God.
something like that.
Yeah.
But so have you guys basically do the Midwest? Are you doing the East Coast or down south?
Well, I mean, we did Canada. We did the East Coast.
There's
Couple-
international
we did
touring.
Florida. We did Nashville, Memphis, a long
How was
time ago.
Memphis?
Kentucky.
It's a lot like Nashville, only a different name.
I've heard some stories out of Memphis.
It's actually good. They're a music town. So the people there like music. I mean,
Is that Beale Street?
Oh, Clarksville. That's where that big outdoor huge stage was.
oh, see, you remembered. I knew you would.
Popped into my head.
Yeah, that started with an E.
No,
No, that's
was
a
different
different-
theater. The one in Illinois.
The outdoor venue that I was talking about.
The outdoor
originally.
one he was talking about.
Clarksville, what was state? Clarksville, what?
I can't remember the name of the club, but it was
Yep.
Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah, that was Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking. No. I love that place.
That was a big, huge outdoor.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
what
huge
about
stage.
the fucking Kentucky place? That place smokes. Remember we got to go the first time?
Yeah, that was it. It's
Not
it's in
outdoors.
Kentucky.
No, not outdoors,
Tennessee.
indoors. It was indoor venue. Fucking, there wasn't hardly anybody there, but it had a fuck killer stage, had the ramps fucking up the side. Anyway, we go on all day if you like.
Well, you guys were playing Kentucky before I left California.
Yeah, we played.
Because you were supposed to play like the MTV Music Awards after party, then a hurricane struck and knocked that down.
Right. Remember that? And
Yeah,
then the
we got-
hurricane, fucking Katrina, right?
Yeah,
Or was one of those hurricanes?
it was one of those hurricanes.
It was a
down.
long time ago. I remember that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you guys went to
played,
Kentucky,
not-
then you were going down to Florida, and I was like, that's a long ride for two shows.
Played Louisville.
Yeah, I remember Louisville.
Yep, we played Louisville. They paid us like shitloads of money to go there, dude.
Yeah, they flew us in, gave us hotel,
Paid shitloads of money, dude.
and paid us a bunch.
It was kind of crazy.
They didn't
And
know
then
what they were
they-
getting into.
They didn't promote it,
They didn't promote it. There was no one there.
and it was like a,
Converted club.
yeah, it was.
So they converted
it
it to
wasn't a-
rock from like hip hop.
Yeah, it was a hip hop.
So it had been hip hop for whatever the last 2 years, and then they converted it to rock, and they brought us into thinking we are going to fucking bring in the big crowds, and we're like, yeah, man, cool. I don't know. We took the money.
As long as the money's good.
We took the money.
Yeah, because I remember you guys, was it the MTV after party, right? In Florida that you were
Dude, I
supposed to-
totally remember that, and I don't remember the details on that, but I know that we didn't get to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, because the next week
That
you showed
wasn't
up at the
that
poker
wasn't
game. I'm like, what are you doing
Katrina,
back here?
There was a Katrina, that was a different hurricane. Yeah. But they have like what, 1 a year there, 2 a year there?
At least it's called Florida, right?
Right. Yeah, no, I remember that, dude. I can't remember the details on that. I mean, dude, we played the music awards, Southern California Music Awards. I mean, I could tell you a bunch of stories that don't mean anything. We won fucking best song, best rock band. I saw a picture of that on my feed. Somehow it popped up. It was me and you standing in front of the mic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was drunker than shit.
No.
I had a mohawk up in here.
I remember
And
the Mohawk. I remember the Mohawk,
They
and I
said,
also
"Don't
remember Drew
cuss."
with short hair.
they don't cut. He had short hair then, and they said, "Don't
No,
cuss."
it was actually about shoulder length.
Was it?
Yeah, it was shorter than this, but yeah.
They said, "Don't cuss." And the first thing I said was, "I want to fucking thank Top Ramen." And the whole place, there's like 3,000 people. They all fucking just fell down to their knees laughing because she was. I'm all drunk. I want to fucking thank Top Ramen.
I told a bunch of people to fuck off.
Yeah. Drew was drinking, and when Drew drinks, things get really crazy. He's supposed to watch out for me, but no, not that night.
Not that night. Well, they were booing
Another band. Right?
our buddy's band, the one for best metal,
Mm. I
And,
remember something about that. I was pretty drunk.
and they were all booing it. So I said, yeah, for all you fuckers out there that booed for him, fuck you.
Yeah.
So,
We didn't make the
But I
final
wasn't-
editing floor. We were on the editing floor.
You were on the cutting room floor.
Oh, yes, we were.
Damn.
I got
yeah,
a
'cause that was
picture.
all filmed and
Yeah, it was all filmed and
supposed to be televised or whatever. I don't know.
probably was televised. Who knows?
But
We,
live.
oh no, it
No,
was.
I'm
It
sure we got
wasn't
cut.
live.
Well, if you're being sponsored by Top Ramen, who needs it, right?
Right. And where that came from, I have no idea. But I was drunk and I thought it was funny.
Probably gonna steal that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Good.
It is funny.
I think you should.
I think I should.
I now I the sodium I can't have top.
Jesus God.
Just a
I'm not
little.
gonna lie. This interview is what totally different than any of the other ones I've done, and it's awesome.
You don't say. Well, you know, I don't know if you know this, but we've probably done 500 interviews in the last 10 years too.
Probably did what? Oh, interviews.
500 interviews in the last 10 years. I mean, dude, we had a couple of record companies, and that's all they did. That's all they did was fucking interviews and podcasts. And dude, they sent me to the Nashville 2 years ago
Yeah.
to the
Rockin' Pod.
the Rocket Pod, and all you do for 2 days is interviewing. It's all you do. You put your merch out, and then all these fucking people. Be a good thing for your band to try to get in on. It was pretty good promotion. And then they go back to their respective parts of the country and play the interviews and play your music. And
That Nashville, you said?
yeah, they do it. They do it in Nashville, and they do it somewhere else too. It's 2 times a year.
Rock. What's it
Rock
called?
and Pod.
Rockin' Pod.
Rock and Pod.
That
and it's
might be a fun
podcast.
thing to do.
No, it's actually a really cool thing, and you might want to get in on it. Take your gig. You could even go there, maybe promote
Yeah, try to keep them sober.
the
and let 'em
old
go out
man
there.
time thing. You know.
Yeah. Not a bad thing. I'm going back. I'm going to go back to touring a little bit. You guys drive a long way to your first show. I've always noticed that.
Deadhead. Deadheading is brutal.
I'm like,
Deadhead is brutal.
you know, and I look at you guys' touring runs. It seems like the first show, I'm like, holy fuck, that's like a 10-hour drive or
Oh,
longer.
yeah. Try double that.
That's
or
nice.
more, right?
Well, yeah, because we were leaving here. Our first show was in Chicago.
Yeah, dude, it's a 24-hour drive.
25-hour drive from there.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, no, I
that's-
mean, at the end of the day, dude, we do good in Missouri. We do pretty good in Kansas, and Chicago, but that's just like, and you know, and all the dude, Boston, we do good up there in the Massachusetts area, you know, and hell, they like us in fucking Canada.
you're
we've
an
only got
international
two-
touring band.
International, right?
Yeah. Put that on your resume.
Hell yeah. I'll write it on my,
Just be careful in Canada when you eat the gummies. Just nibble.
so quick
Nibble
story.
on.
I got some Cali gummies in the refrigerator right over there.
You know, so I've had some Cali gummies here, and they smell like weed and they taste like weed, and they didn't do shit.
Really?
Get up to Canada, and the merch girl from the other band says, "Hey, you want a gummy?" And I'm expecting it to be a weed gummy. I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Grab it, smell it. Doesn't smell like weed. Take a bite. Doesn't taste like weed. And it was it was a good sized nugget. So I must be a regular gummy. I just ate the whole thing. Next thing I know, I look at her and she's rolling her eyes like, what the fuck did you just do? This thing, about half an hour later, it starts kicking in. Man.
Dude, we had to carry him to the van and into the fucking hotel. So
It was,
we get him to his room and he said the bed was fucking moving and shit. And I looked at Andre, I go, I'm going downstairs for a drink. Andre goes, I think you'll be okay. We fucking bailed, left him. The next day we get in the van and, you got a van call. You got to be there on time. We're all at the van. We got 1 minute and Drew comes through, the fucking doors go, psh. He walks out. He goes, don't eat the gummies.
2 or 3 years ago, we went to a dispensary in San Bernardino, and I don't know milligrams, dude. I just somebody, hey, you want a cookie? You want this? You want a brownie? Whatever. I'm good. So it's the first time I'm at a dispensary and everything, and I went with my youngest daughter, father of the year here, and it's 100 milligram.
The 3-year-old took me to the fucking dispensary.
23-year-old.
I know.
I get a 100 milligram square. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. Fuck no, dude. I took like a bit, like half of it off. So a little over 50. And my wife's like, you do know we have to have dinner with my parents tonight. And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm a pro. Fuck. I was floored for like 4 hours. I was like walking around and just like, nobody talk to me. Please, nobody talk to me. Sitting in a chair and like, okay, I don't know if I can get up and walk. And then my youngest walks downstairs and she looks at me. She looks at my wife. She goes, yeah. She shook her head. She goes, Dad, let's go outside. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. But yeah, careful with the gummies.
last summer I was in Vegas and went in and got some gummies and left them out in the car. They all melted together.
Oh no.
So I get home and then it's all one big gummy, but some of it's thick, some of it's thin. So you're tearing off a piece, you never know what you're going to get.
It's like pot
Because
luck.
it was definitely pot luck. It's like
Pot luck.
Oh, I can't say that I didn't. We have a friend out here. We'll say that she's a really good friend of ours. That she got she knows another lady who makes, like, out here we call it puppy chow. It's fantastic. It'll get you fucked up. And so she told her how to make like the butter and all this. She made some stuff. We took it home and left it in the car and it melted like that. Yeah. It is definitely roulette.
You lose
no
the
idea.
Dosage. Hey, is it legal in Wisconsin, weed?
No.
They still haven't done that, huh?
Nope. We're actually talking about it. I mean, all the states around us, it is. Every
Yeah.
last one of them.
Yeah.
But not in Wisco. We have what we call the Tavern League out here, which is probably we're the only state who has, because we have so many fucking bars. It's ridiculous how much people drink here. The Tavern League is pretty much against it, because they have almost all the bars belong to it. They're like, oh no, it's going to destroy the bars. And I'm like,
What?
No,
It's not. Crackhead motherfuckers.
right.
Get off the crack and on the weed.
gateway drug.
The gateway drug, the crack.
Right. Next thing you know, you're going to have French horns.
When I was a kid, me and my fucking buddy Todd Mulvaney, we got to be about 12, 13. We got fucking some dirt weed. We go to this fucking farm in Missouri, which is only about 20 minutes from where we were at. We got the fucking permission to fish on this pond. Now, meanwhile, there's these two fucking hillbillies, and I know they invented the toothbrush because anywhere else it would have been called the teeth brush. But I swear to God, dude, I'm not lying. And so these motherfuckers were like on one side of the fucking lived out there in this whole beat up trailer. So we're out on the fucking pond, 12-year-old kid smoking out of this homemade bong of shit weed. And next thing we know, we see these two old dudes fucking beeline out in this old truck, hauling ass to get out. We're like, whatever. We camped, went home. The next day, fucking Mulvaney gets in trouble from his parents because he got permission. his parents did for us to go out there. Come find out, they had fucking binoculars, saw us smoking weed. They thought that we were going to murder them. They weren't hillbillies or nothing. Holy shit. So they split thinking weird because the weed's going to get you, boy. That's a true story. And I tell that story. It's like they fucking left. They thought because two 12-year-old kids were out on a boat smoking weed, they were going to kill them because that was
the marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what are they smoking? You know, it's dude.
You know, as a swill and shine. You know,
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, we were musicians back then too. Funny thing. We took guitars back then, kids. Anyway, fun
Anyway.
story.
there went another left turn.
Yeah. It's
So for those of you listening to us kind of ramble on here, believe it or
call it
not,
my-
this is how our poker games usually go. And we wonder why you can't get down to his final table. But yeah,
I'm all
like,
in.
dude, we're down to 5 people. Do you just want to chop?
Yeah, chop. So you lose $3.
Right. So with the new album coming out, you guys got a title for it yet?
Paradise Place.
Paradise Place.
Yep.
Is there a
Paradise
story
Place.
behind that, or
Yeah, man. So the Jungle House where we are right now is a relatively new dwelling, and the recording studio is out back. It's off of Church, but this little street it's on is called Paradise Place. And I fucking dug the shit out of it. And I was like, told the guys, they were like, yeah, fuck whatever. So that's our working title. And I think we actually even came out with a logo, a working logo, but yeah, so that's the name of the title. And we don't know, we don't have a cover, an album cover or anything to that effect, but I think it kind of, it reflects, I think there's some sarcasm in that Paradise Place.
no? I don't believe it for a second.
Yeah, so Paradise Place, that's the logo, the working logo we have right now. And so we don't know if that's going to be on the record, if it's going to be on the back, if it's going to be a sticker. We don't really
say it'd be a
know.
hell of a sticker if nothing else,
Right?
Yeah.
or a
So-
drum head.
Or dude, or a drum head.
I'm thinking
Yeah, that's what you do, and you always have. So
I have to because I have no musical talent. I mean, Lord knows I can't sing.
no, but you have musical ability.
I can hear
Can't
it.
sing. Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it and you can manage it.
I try
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I surround myself with a bunch of people who do things that, I mean, honestly, I'm sorry. Musicians, you guys got to have it in your DNA. You really do. You don't, I mean, I can play a little bit of guitar. I can play a little bit of bass. I can play a little bit of drums, and I suck at all of them. Like really bad. You've heard my variation, my Kiss karaoke tune that one time when I moved out here. You know, I can't sing. So, I mean, I think you got to have it in your DNA. You can sit there and study and do it, this and that, but to see what you guys do all the time and don't really even think about it is kind of always amazes me. And
Yeah, I think that you hit on something. I think that music is yeah, I mean, especially nowadays, you do it because you love it. You do it because you love it. There's no other, I say those words, but yeah, I can't even express how much I mean that. And you do it because you love it. Because if you think you're going to get paid or be rich or be fucking famous, I mean, are those things possible? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I saw it on the internet. It's got to be fucking true.
Right.
But
I always tell people that I would be satisfied if I could take a band to the regional level.
Mhm.
You know, like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Bobaflex or Wayland or people like that, but they play all the big festivals out here. Out of Salt Lake City, you have Royal Bliss. They play all of the big festivals, and they're getting 4 digits to play a show, a 45-minute set. If I could get a band to that level there, I would be really happy. And right now, I think I have one that's that talented.
right.
I really think they are. but you guys, I think, are that talented. I mean, when I sit and I listen to you guys' music, I'm like, how the fuck are they not on the radio?
Well, I mean, we've been on the radio in Europe a lot, but you know, a lot of internet stuff. I mean, Australia, Europe, a lot of Europe, Germany, all throughout. Canada. I mean, we can go on to a lot of countries, but
See, what you need to do is figure out a way to get over to Europe, save an extra ticket for me, because ich kann Deutsch sprechen.
you
Yeah.
like the boot sticking, do you?
Yeah, I can read, write, and speak German. And 100 years ago, I was in a band and more or less managed them, but I was in them for a while, in the band for a while. And we used to go on like 6 week.
Story. I know this. This is a poker story.
Yeah, we used to go on like 6 week tours and sell 2,500, 3,000 shirts.
Dude, you realize that
Didn't matter what we made at the venue.
fuck yeah, that's right. If you could sell merch, that means there's people there. If there's people there, you can make fucking $5,000 a show, $3,000 a show.
You go to, especially back then, the wall just came down because once again, I'm old. We'd go to Eastern Europe and they were just starved. They were just starved. They wouldn't know anything. They just knew. The only thing we had to be careful of is 3 of our band members were German. And the Eastern Europeans still kind of hold a grudge against the Germans. Kind of a thing that happened to World War II. So me and another guy in the band were Americans. So we figured out real quick, we had to do all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
And we wouldn't speak German. We'd only speak English.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so, but yeah, we made a killing out there. I mean, we pull into a city at 6:30 in the morning, call them up and say, hey, we're here. Where's the hotel? And they're like, the owner of the venue, run over, pick us up, take us straight to the radio station. Like straight away, right away.
Dude,
Give a quick interview.
we played Coshocton, Ohio. And on the way in, we called the radio station. And they said, well, right on. So we went in and did live performance.
Yeah, we stopped at a pawn shop.
Bought
some acoustic guitars. So we could play
and fucking went to the radio station and fucking played it at Coshocton fucking radio station.
Yeah.
We try to fucking spell that.
Coshocton? I'm from the Midwest, dude. I can probably figure it out.
Probably could.
Remember, I mean, my wife was asking where Waukesha was, and the name of the city is actually Waukesha. You know, I live in a state where the Green Bay Packers do not play in Green Bay. They play in Ashwaubenon. I mean, I could say all those words. So I can figure it out. And just look at my last name sometime. It's kind of fucked up. So we have a big radio station out here, and actually next week I have their one of their morning show hosts for the biggest show probably in the Midwest. She likes us. She loves us. And when the head guy was gone, she invited us into for an interview. And usually when you go into like an in-studio interview, it's supposed to be like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15, if you're lucky. We were there like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 12-pack later on her show. And then after the show, I played her one of our songs, and she's like, oh, do you guys want to play, what do they call it? The Sound Lounge. And once again, the big guy was gone. So we were crashing that station all over the place for like a year. It was awesome. We just show up like, hey, what's up?
Crash and jam.
Yeah. But we're doing it to a radio station. Too bad they don't play us. No, I can't say that. We get random play every once in a while. I'll get a text, like 2 p.m. Hey, you guys aren't on the local stage. You're on the regular rotation. And I'm like, oh, yes. And then, not for a month or 2 later. Oh, yeah, you're back. But what are your guys' social media sites and stuff you guys like to work off of?
It's always Pump 5 Band. So Twitter, my Twitter is Pump 5 at Pump 5. Instagram's at Pump 5 Band. The .com, which not many people go to anymore, is pump5music.com. Also, Facebook
Facebook.
is Pump
Pump
5
Five.
Band. At Pump 5 Band. Yeah. So it's PUMP, the number 5 band. It's not, no space. And if you do that, you could find us anywhere. We're on every platform there is musically.
Hey, guys, they don't know how to write the letter V, so they use the number PUMP, the number 5.
Correct.
They can't spell FIVE. So
You won't- yeah. You'll end up at a penis pump.
yeah,
Just
see.
throwing it out there.
All right, I got to stop real quick here. What I know this story. I know this story, but some people might find this
It's going to be the name.
interesting. How did you come up with that name, Pump 5?
All right, so to make it quick and not draw it out too far, we lived in off the 15, which is at a junction where people get fuel on their way out of California on vacation, whatnot. At this junction was a gas station, and one day I go down there and there's a dog, a chow at Pump 5, guarding it. And I go inside, I go, what's going on? They said, yeah, somebody dumped this dog from their motorhome, drove off and left it. Well, the dog didn't know that it got left. So it stayed in front of Pump 5 waiting for these cocksuckers to come back that dropped this dog off. And this went on for months. We tried, she was a female, she wouldn't let you near her. So we were feeding her, we put food, and when no one's around, she'd go eat. This went on for months, and she would wait till the car was right there before she'd move. And sure enough, eventually she got hit and killed right there at Pump 5, waiting for her owners. So I don't like to tell that story because it's not a positive, but I figured talk to these cats and they were like, whoa, that's crazy. I go, what do you think if we change the name to Pump 5? Because that's what I called her. Because, you know, I can go to any animal, but that dog would not let me near her.
No, because I know for a fact you're a huge animal lover.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, yeah. I know that for a fact from you. And I didn't know she got killed, and I didn't know that she got dumped. See, I always knew because we used to go up to the farm that had all the llamas.
Yeah, that's the place I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And when you came up with the name, you said, oh, yeah, this dog hangs out at Pump 5. I kind of thought the dog, like, was the owner of the gas station, because you want to talk about tumbleweeds and desert and shit. That's where we were at.
Well, there was a big ditch out in front of that house. They called it the fucking San Andreas Fault, and I shit you not.
Oh, you could see it.
Yeah,
You could visually
it was
see
on
it.
the fault. It was on the fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember going up there in the middle of the night because, once again, you and I both did graphics and stuff. And the guy we're talking about needed to get a boat to the LA boat show. So we were all outside in the freezing ass cold trying to get that boat and trailer ready to go.
Yeah.
Up all
Yeah.
night doing that.
Yeah. I totally remember that.
But
That actual exact event.
that flag boat.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got cold. I just got the chills.
Oh, dude. Well, yeah, it's still a lot
Freezing.
warmer than it is here right now.
No, I'm thinking about that night, how cold it was up in the mountains there. Because I
Oh,
was
yeah,
up
it was-
in the wind canyon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There not enough llamas to keep you warm up there.
Ain't touching that.
See, who's the animal lover?
Right. Got me. So those are your social media sites. Is there anything you want to tell people that's going on with Pump 5 right now, or?
Kate?
Just we're starting to record another record and check out the old ones.
Yeah, man, at the end of the day, dude, there's not a lot you can do right now because of this pandemic. But dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, man, super, super excited. You know, at the end of the day, when you play a gig in 15 minutes, they went, yeah, that band was cool, but they can't remember anything else about it. But if they have a record that's quality, they go home and you'll get fucking texts, emails, likes to be, man, I just listened to this song. Man, I just listened to that song. And that's the key. If you don't put out a good record, first of all, you should never tour without a new record. If you don't have a record to promote, there's no reason to actually tour. And I find that odd. A lot of bands just go out And those bands just want to play. They're like weekend warrior kind of cats. But dude, you got to have a product. You can't leave Chicago, come from California and leave Chicago without 150 people having your music. And that's how you win. That's how you win. That's how you get back. And there's, you know, and it has to be quality. It has to be good. Starting with the song. And then it's got to be sonically. And then it's got to be performance and production. And that all costs money. It's not
That's a
free.
lot of money. We work with a Grammy nominated producer, and I know
Yep.
Dennis Hill. I know Dennis. You and I
Yeah.
played cards with him, and I've heard his stuff, and he did some Blink stuff too, didn't he?
I don't know. He's done a lot of stuff. A lot.
Once upon a time, wasn't he with Interscope too?
Oh yeah. He's had several record deals. Yes, he's had multiple. But yeah, he plays with Face to Face right now. He's great. Still, well, no one's playing right now, but yeah. Dude, it's great.
Well, stuff's starting to open up here.
Good. Well, you know, now that we have a new president, apparently the coronavirus is over. Did I say that?
I'm not going to get into the politics.
No, we can't do that, dude. Neither can I.
No politics.
No politics. Just,
I leave that all alone.
just prostitutes, please.
Yes, exactly. Cocaine and hookers.
Yeah, that's right. And not necessarily that order. It could be,
Yeah.
it could be cocaine and cookers. That I like.
I like that. We can do that. That sounds like an album title.
Cocaine and cookers. That's actually really good. Cocaine and cookers.
And the other thing that people need to do is they need to check out your guys' YouTube channel. Unfortunately, with all of the music's changed. And I've been saying, you told me a long time ago that video killed the radio store, but the internet killed the rock star.
Fact.
So the business changed. And the way it changed, in my opinion, is you used to have a tour to support an album. Now you have an album for a reason to tour.
I mean,
You totally
Yeah.
flip-flopped it.
right. But at the end of the day, that's the only reason to be out on the road. You got to have merch. If you can never leave without merch, that's
Yeah.
insane. First of all, it's your main source of income. First of all, but second of all, you got to believe in your product. And if you do, then other people will get behind them. I'm telling you, every time we go out, Hot Cakes, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Every time. I mean, coronavirus, and you have to continue to do it. That being said, coronavirus is putting like a damper on everyone, but I think they're going to be so hungry when it opens all the way up that.
That's what we all believe too. We've got people itching like, when are you guys going to play again? When are you guys going to play? When are you going to play? You know, some bands are already out, and we're all like, you know, give us a little more reassurance of, you know, that we're not going to show up someplace to find out they shut down.
Mhm.
And that's the other thing that scares me right now is we're losing venues,
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
and that's sucking ass. And the other thing I really worried about is people don't really care about how much money we make. They care if they have a good time or not. But for us, we got to pay to get to the next show,
Mhm.
the next hotel. Or like, oh, thank God we have bunks in our bus, but you know, for breakfast, for whatever.
Mhm.
Like you said, it costs money to go out on the road. And a lot of the guarantees, I'm really wondering what they're going to look like.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, our level got hit the hardest. Like the bands that are on the upper mid, you know, doing sheds, you know, anything above a shed, they're not going to get hit. I mean, there's the ones that closed, others will open. Like I'm talking about, you know, anything from the 5,000 and up, 4,000 up. You know what I mean? Those venues are always going to be there. The little places like us, the club dwellers, club rats like us, that's where we're going to get fucked. But once again, if there's supply and demand, right? The good news is by not having enough venues, there's going to be a great demand, which could create money for the good ones. Also, you know, it can go the other way. They could
Go
say
the other way
now-
where other bands are just undercutting the shit out of you.
right? And then that's going to create, then that'll in turn will create more venues, and then it'll level back out. But
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But one of the ways is everybody's, oh, well, you know, there's all the different, what do I want, the digital platforms. Yes, everybody's on Spotify. It's a necessary evil. Way to go, Gary. You just dogged one of the places you put this interview. You know, but you know how it is. You know, you know what your royalty check from Spotify looks like. It's a joke.
You want a little tidbit? So we put out a record in a band I was in called Ask Alice, and it got re-released about 4 years ago. We make more money off of that record that was 30 years old than I would make off Spotify. And it's done through a label, and they sell it mainly in Japan, where they still buy CDs. I swear to God, dude. I mean, that's not much more, but you know, I get these $25 checks. You know what I'm saying?
Get a couple of them, you might be able to go
Come
to
on
the
now.
dispensary.
Hell yeah. Borrow fucking 10 more dollars. We're going to a bar.
Have 2 drinks.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I know it's not fair. But
I
once
try to
again-
tell people, I try to push people to YouTube as much as I can, because there is actually a formula there where you can make money. You know, you can monetize and you can help bands out. Yes, you need a shit ton of subscribers, but
there's a thing called, I just watched a documentary on that. It's insane how the majority of the followers are fake. You could buy bots and it's not illegal. It's a long story, but basically they were talking about the YouTubers, all the influencers. They estimate 50 to 60% of all the YouTubers likes are bots. The followers are bots, not real. But
Really?
but it creates a perfect storm. They did a whole film on it. They took 3 people that had 2,000 people following them, and they bought bots for all of them. 2 of them dropped out because it's fake and they didn't like it. This one chick stayed in it. I just finished it. I think there's a couple minutes left. She was getting trips, money. She was doing up to $4,000 or $5,000 a month and another $10,000 in merch. And they just wanted her to do one snapshot on her Instagram because she had up to almost 1 million. She was almost at 1 million. And they created, it's all fake. It's a TV show. It was a documentary on HBO. It's incredible.
When we're done with this,
It's
you're
not
gonna have to tell me what it is, because
Yeah.
I sit around, like, I know they got that kid that sits there and plays with toys, and his parents are making millions a
Yes.
year.
Yes.
You got buskers in New York City that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year because their dad stands there with a damn iPhone, and she's good, but she's no better than any of these other bands I see around.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab that title for you right now.
Oh, good.
So
You're being way too talkative today, man. What's up with the sunglasses? Is it bright in there?
he's got bright lights on me, and these are prescriptions. So.
Mhm.
It's called Fake Famous.
What is it called?
Fake Famous. Fake Famous. It's on HBO. Dude, you gotta watch it. It's a little
No.
slow, but dude, the fact, and everyone knows it in every facet of the market, and they don't outlaw the bots. Everyone knows that, but they create this. Basically, it's a windstorm. It's a firestorm. It sucks air and then spits it out, and it fucking just goes like that. I mean, it's crazy. And all these people are super famous, super rich, and the more you get, the more action you get. And it's odd, and they all know it's majority of it's fake, not all of it. But you have to watch it.
Wow, I'd like to make a living doing this.
You could.
Just talking to my
That's what
friends.
it's about. That's what it's about. It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
It's kind of bizarre.
I mean, this whole show, I've been bored. We normally play 100 to 150 shows a year.
That's a lot.
Last year we played 4 for the whole year.
We outplayed your band.
Yeah.
Normally you outplay us by triple.
Yeah. So I was like, I've been in the music business about 20 years, maybe. took a big break in the middle, had kids and raised them and shit. And then I've been back in it 10, 15 years. I'm like, I know a shit ton of fun people and fun stories, and like we're doing today. And I said, I wonder, let's see if people like doing this, and I'll try it. And so far it seems to be doing okay. I mean, it's just starting, but
No,
so you
it's
guys
good.
share this shit on your stuff too, because I know
We
a
will.
lot of
Oh, we
people.
will.
I know your people like eat your stuff up like it's, I don't know, you're giving them chocolate or some shit.
We did for us, like what we did live from the studio the other day, and it's like 700 people were like watching.
Yeah. I was one.
I know. I'm like, hey, it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? For us, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
That's a ton.
Yeah. That's for us. That's definitely for us. That's a lot. So then we did one that very next day, and it was like half.
Still 350. I'm not going to argue that.
I didn't argue. I was like, kind of got a little chubbed.
Get that up on YouTube, make some money.
The chub?
Yeah. That's called RedTube, I believe. Or it might be Pornhub. One of the two. They have a channel for small dicks. I can get on there.
I was going to ask my chick that, but I already figured it out.
All right, guys. Well, is there anything else you want to say to anybody before I kind of wrap this up? You're wondering if we could talk 40 minutes, and we're almost to an hour and a half. So
Jesus. Well, I that's crazy. Don't sweat the petty shit, pet the sweaty shit. I don't know.
all right. Like I said, guys, go to Pump 5 band, Pump 5, whatever their music is. Like their shit. Go to their YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribe to it.
Facebook.
Listen to their music. I mean, I usually say this to about every band I have on here. I don't have on people I don't like. I mean, these guys are fucking good. They've been doing it a long time, and they know what they're doing. When they come through your town, go see them. I was really pissed last year when you played my hometown, and guess what? I wasn't there. So you play there again. As long as you don't come in
We'll be
January,
there.
February, March.
We would have already been there if it wasn't for Verona Criers.
Right. We're actually playing there soon. My band is. But check out their stuff, guys. I want to thank you guys for being on. Once again, I cheered for your Chiefs. I'm not making fun of them.
That's all right.
I definitely cheered for them. I wanted the Packer
So did
Chief.
we.
So did we.
So do we. It was
Yeah.
gonna be the State Farm Bowl.
Yeah. Well, just as long as it was a rerun of Super Bowl I and with the same results, that would have
Oh,
been fun.
Not.
No. But I want to thank you guys for being on here. It's been great seeing you guys again. Hopefully, I might be out there in a week or 2 or 3 for a couple of weeks, and I might stop by and see you.
Yeah, we'll be still recording. So definitely.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely like to do that.
We got another 2 months.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Other than that, I guess I'm just gonna say thank you guys for being on, and thanks everybody for listening, and rock on.